Our assistant manager, it's Brian Page, is going to join us for the first time, or solo anyway, with the Poppies. Brian, a fantastic performance by Kettering Town today, perhaps the best performance of the season against the league leaders. That must be very, very pleasing for you.
It's a fantastic performance against the side that are brimming in confidence and flying high, and I felt that we, at times, made them look average. I thought from back to front, from the start of the game to the finish of the game, we were very good, and we've now got to try and continue that going into the Redditch game Monday. But it's a fantastic display. The work Marcus has done over the last few weeks, putting this squad we've got together now, I think a massive credit should go to him, because he's took a lot of hard work, but now the boys are repaying him with the faith he's shown in keeping the ones that are still here and the new lads coming in. So good competition for places, and we'll have to go again Monday now.
Yeah, Monday, a difficult game against a good Redditch side. Ex-Kettering Town players are the managerial duo over there, so that's going to be nice of Marcus. They're ex-Marcus's players. And then we've got the all-important game against Cambridge City, full of ex-Kettering Town players. So an important game next Saturday, isn't it, against Cambridge City as well?
Yeah, I mean, the next two games will be different to the two previous games in the terms of the way the opposition will set up. So we may have to approach them in a different way. But if we can show the commitment, the work rate for each other, I know we've got the quality within the side to go and hurt anybody. So another two tough tests, but I'm confident that if we can reproduce that, we'll be okay.
The players that have come in, we've seen Cavallo come in, we've seen Pepe come in, we've got Paul Walker on the sidelines after an impressive display like Craig Hill's played today. It must be difficult for you and Marcus to actually change that lineup. I mean, how's that going to happen?
Well, if you want to be successful, it's nice to have these tough decisions. It's easy to chop and change when things aren't going well. But Marcus is very good at what he does. We'll sit down with all the other staff, and I'm sure he'll come up with a game plan. And if that means us making changes, I'm sure he'll do it. If it doesn't, and we need to stay as we are, we'll do that. But it's better to have these tough decisions whilst you're playing well than not. So. Over the next 48 hours, we'll see how everybody is coming out of this, because it's tough out there on the tough pitch. See who's fit, who's not.
It's a bowling green, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll see who's fit and who's not, and make those decisions accordingly.
We've got Mulligan out, we've got Thorne out, and we've got Baker Richardson out. How near are they to regaining any sort? Well, Mulligan's out for suspension, isn't he?
So he'll come back in.
Yeah, Thorne and
the squad.
Richardson.
Ollie's struggling a little bit. We'll have to try and get him fully fit before we try anything. And Courtney's not far away. He's warmed up today, so it'd be nice. I haven't really seen much of him. It'd be nice to get him back involved as well. So we're not a million miles away with them. We just got to make sure that when we do introduce them, that it is the right time, and they don't get any reoccurrence on what the problem's been. So it's important we get that right.
Just that sort of result today against Poole Town, the league leaders, put the fear of God in some of the other teams that we've got to play. I mean, let's be honest, they have not lost many games. We've actually crucified them 1-0, and it was a crucifixion. I know it's Christmas, but it should have been Easter. But beside that save that Hill made in the first half with the foot, they're not really challenges, have they?
No, but I think our performance was very, very good, and we just got to make sure that we stay focused. And just because you've gone and won a couple of games doesn't mean that we just have the right to go and win the rest. It's important now that we continue to do what we've done and make sure that we don't forget why we're being successful. I think this game's a big statement of intent. Whether it'll put the fear into other teams, I don't know. And that's irrelevant to us really, because we need to make sure that we take care of our business, and the moment we take our foot off the pedal, we'll allow teams to get into games. Today we didn't do that. We started brightly, we finished brightly, and like you've just alluded to, it could have been more. And if we're going to be hypercritical, it probably should have been more. And that would be the message to them.
Disappointing penalty that Rennie took?
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest penalty in the world, but their keeper's made a good save. So it is what it is. Rene's a fantastic player, and it will go again. And we'll just ensure that next time hopefully it's a bit cleaner.
Fabulous support today, 525 in appalling conditions out there. I mean, you know, I know you've come from Histon, etc., and the support there is also good, but it just shows you what potential there is here at Kettering Town.
Look, Kettering's a massive club, a massive club. It's, you know, in the non-league world and above, everybody knows about Kettering and where they've been in the past, and the support is amazing. They didn't stop singing today, and that really helps. So I would say to anybody that's coming along, you know, get yourself involved in that, because it does help the players. It really does, and the positivity coming from around the ground now, it feeds to the players, and they can feed off it. So if we can keep producing the performances, and the fans can continue to be as excellent as they are, I'm sure we can continue to push up the league, and who knows, get ourselves cemented in those playoffs, and then, you know, after Christmas, see where we're at, and maybe even go for it.